on one thing or two in Kibra, isn't it? If you go to Homa Bay, there's one working on HIV issues, isn't it? There are some working on malaria issues. There are so many NGOs, yet we have a government. You measure the failure rate of a government to the extent that the citizens depend on NGOs and themselves. You tell me what you could do if your house is swept. I remember my son came to me when we were watching TV and he saw those raving floods. He asked me, Daddy, if the floods come to our house here, what will we do? You know, it made me ask myself a question. Whom do you call? Do you have a number you can call? Do you know where you can get help? Where our help come from? Kenya only asks God for help and each other. So according to me, the response has been very poor. So let me state the following. One, the president needs to address the nation on this matter urgently and give direction. The president seems to be always speaking only about what he wants to speak about. But now I want him to come and tell us that this is a national disaster, declare this thing a national disaster, and start seeking for help outside of Kenya. Because if Kenyans cannot help, if the Kenyan government cannot sufficiently help Kenyans out of this situation, the president needs to acknowledge it. He is not in charge of this flood. The flood actually is in charge of him. The country seems to be an autopilot. So we want them to come out clearly and pronounce themselves. Secondly, I also believe that we have meteorological department. They have information and data. Why are we running a country in a postmortem mode? This country needs to be run in a predictive mode where you can predict. I hear what CS was saying, I cancelled this because of floods. But could you not foresee this one? Meteorological department has that information.